It is time. For long I have been, well, relaxing and not thinking of playing this game. But finally is the day that I'm gonna play Doki Doki Literature Club. Well, I've seen quite some spoilers out there of how the game goes, so yeah, I think I wouldn't be that surprised on what will be going on. But the game is very popular apparently. I never truly played it or see the full gameplay, so I don't really know the full story, but I just know that we must be afraid of this one, and this game is not what it looks like. Actually, there's actually have been a description below, so I have to expect that. So yeah, let's just dive into the world of Monica, shall we? I don't know who for all of this. Yuri, this one is Yuri, isn't it? Monica, let's go. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warning, please visit. Yeah, thank you. Playing Doki Doki sorry, literature club. You agree that you are at least 13 years of age. Yep, and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. I agree. Oh, lovely. Team Salvato. Oh yeah. Nice sound. Yep. Oh yeah. Doki Doki. Yeah. Love it. Love it, but yeah, this is suspicious, as I say. Ooh, that's a lovely sound. And a lovely design. Let's enter your name. Let's go with Terrorose. That's nice. Hey, that must be your childhood friend, the pink-haired one. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Sayori, no. No, I know what happened to Sayori. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you have known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she is going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Okay. However, I just scythe and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ooh, that's a lovely transition of, closing in. Character closing in. Hurt, aren't you, Sayori? I oversleep again. Yes, you did. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You said that like you were thinking about ignoring me. Yeah, I just did. What is mean, Terrorose? I don't know. Well, that's a loud motorcycle just passing by, sorry. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we are a couple or something. Fine, that's an oof. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Well, yes, a sweet spot. Whatever you say, Sayori. Hehehe. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. You know, this game kinda reminds me of MetaWire High School. I played it back then when I just started YouTube. One of the games that I played back then. It's lovely. By the way, Terrorose, have you decided on a club to join yet? Not yet. I don't know. The literature club, perhaps? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That is not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? Did you? Did you? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, well, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Relatable. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Are you doubting me? Are you doubting my skills? That is a nice hint, Sayori. Thank you so much. And I know you're happy now, but I die as the thought of you becoming a need in a few years because you are not used to the real world. That's a very bad premonition. You trust me, right? No. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Yeah, I will then. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promise, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I knew it. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs, eh? Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. That is really suspicious. I thought I caught you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it is going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, why don't you join my club? No what? Well, that you could come to my club? Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Minnie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. Let's say my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I will bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Yeah, it's your fault. Why do I have to be dragged into this kind of thing? Don't make promise you can keep. I can tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she is so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yeah, let's go. Yes, let's go. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Yeah, this is another premonition. Sold your soul. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door like a giant or something like. Boom! Everyone, the new member is here. I told you don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. It's empty. Oh, okay. Welcome to the Literature Club. It is a pleasure to meeting you. Sayori always says nice thing about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. That's another premonition. Ah, Terrorose, what a nice surprise. How do you know my name? Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Ooh, wow! What an incentive! There should be nothing going wrong if I enter this club. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. Yeah, this one is Natsuki. This one is... I just cringe by saying No. The girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Her small figures make me think she's probably a first year. Oof. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayuri. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayuri says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Hello, Yuri. Don't say things like that. Oh. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayuri and Natsuki. Ah, well, it is nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? Yeah, that is right. Yeah, I never played this game, but I already know you. It is great to see you again. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... disturbing. You too, Monika. Come sit down, Terrorose. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next down to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Alright. Sorry, I get a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Alright, no problem. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayuri mentioned, it's been widened so there is no one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayuri, so that there is one space, not no one. Natsuki and Yuri walks over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayuri. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Oh, that is lovely. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Hey, well you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayuri grabs one first, then Monika. I follow. It's delicious. Sayuri talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my finger looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Baka. Alright, that's... That is so full of cringe energy that I... It surged through my body, oh my god. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Yeah. Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayuri said you made it for the new club member. Well, maybe. But not for, you, dum-dum. Alright. I give up on Natsuki word logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Yeah, I mean, this is a literature club. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't worry, the teacher gave us permissions. After all, doesn't a cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Indeed, I just drink a cup of tea myself. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. I'm more intimidated by you. That's not a insulted. Yuri looks away. I mean, I mean that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider this literature club? Well, I heard that this is a very good visual novel. Horror visual novel, to be precise, that can make you disturbed and feel uneasy the whole week. Who knows? I was afraid of this question. Something tell me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Yeah, you shouldn't. Well, I haven't joined any club yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that is okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make you my phone just rang, sorry. We'll make Who is it? Well, it's not ringing, it's just notification. Well, we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Yeah, fun and exciting, indeed. Monica, I am surprised. Indeed, I am. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Haha, yeah, well, you know. Be honest, I can stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about a budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Oh, what a nice dream. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it is something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you are both fun and worthwhile. But it makes cool events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. I hope that. Right, everyone? Yay! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Not really. You can see that Paul looked to the left, but this one just stares to the screen menacingly. Suspicious, isn't it? Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Yeah, worked really hard. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Terrorose, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I have read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki head suddenly perked up. Oh, Natsuki likes manga. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Oh no. Well, that can change. What am I saying? He spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traced the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Craftsmanship. Right. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. Passionate. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological element usually immerse me as well. Deep psychological element, eh? Yeah. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Indeed. Anyway, indeed. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Ah, yeah, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. With a rock, yeah, nice. Dwayne Johnson. Really? Wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh? Why is that? Well, Natsuki's eye darted over to me for a split second. Never mind. That is right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? It's supposed to be a secret. What gives you that idea? The cupcake. The cat cupcake. You left a piece of scrap paper behind last group meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud and give that back. Fine, fine. Haha, your cupcake's your poem. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulder. I'm not cute. Yeah, as you are. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that is impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence, if you say so. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Aww. Will do. Except, of course, all the bad things. Should we keep a secret? I don't want to tell anyone about all the bad things that happen, you know. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feels comfortable enough to share hers. No. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poem. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. What is it? Natsuki and Yuri looks quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Not a bad idea. Yeah, let's do it, yay! Plus now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Terrorose? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we are back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forward with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Oh no. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, other things. I lost my train of thoughts. Oh no, everyone. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry I thought. Terrorose. You all... yeah. This is the pressure. I'm defenseless against this girl. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poem is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Writing poem is the price you pay to enter this hell. This hell of a club. Okay, I have decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eye lights up. Yeah, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pee. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Oh, thanks I guess. Okay everyone, I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remembers tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Terrorose, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Hey. Yeah? Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? You will. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. No, that's not anxiety, that's despair. You're entering a hell of a club, a horrifying journey. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Tara, since we are already here, do you want to walk home together? That is right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after schools for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart from the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica, who oddly the one that only stares front at us. Will I really be happy spending every day after the school in the literature club? Good question. Will you? I don't know. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Why there's a lot of, bad flag. Yeah, bad flag, that's what they call it. And I guess that's the start with writing a poem tonight. Ooh. It is time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh, their characters are moving. That is so cute. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh. Okay, playground, sadness, destiny, vacation, grief, cheer, judgment, portrait. Oh, yeah, let's make a poem. How do we make a poem? What? Monica isn't even a capture target here, oh my god. Judgment? Oh! Oh, I see. Bunny, unrestrained, incapable, infinite, meager, dream, gracious. Infinite? Oh. Okay. Vivacious, ribbon, graveyard, lollipop, imagination, defeat, comfort, game, chicks. Explode, vivacious. Oh, alright. I think we're just gonna go with Yuri then. Vibrant, promise. What are we even making? Words doesn't make sense. Promise? Papa? Massacre. I think there's something wrong with the poem. What if you make the poem more brutal, You? You're okay with that? Alright then. Melancholy, unstable. Wait, is it all you? Wait, I have to try something. Anime. Oh, no, okay. Alright then, I thought it was all you. Anxiety, shame. Why? Why you? Brightening? This one. I see. Essence. Bubbles, nightgown, amazing, flower existence. Childhood, extreme. Who is extreme here? You? Right then. Patrons, werewolves, unrequited wrath. Definitely. Vertigo, thrill, tears. Here? You? Alright. Hopeless, wonderful, special, blah 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 blah. There's a lot of things. Shiny. Eternity. Ooh, nice. Misery. Nice, dude. Depression, no. Disaster. Death. And what else we have here? Sweet. Sticky. Oh. Lovely. We have just made ourselves. Hi again, Terrorose. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, didn't run away. Don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. While I'm back at the literature club, I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Terrorose. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayur told me you didn't even want to join any club this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Who knows? Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Terrorose always gives it his best as long as he is having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my... how dependable. Cooking and cleaning your room? Sayuri, that is because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Terrorose can become good friends too? Indeed. Sayuri? As usual, Sayuri seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayuri. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Come on. Oh, she's blushing. Where's Monica? Sayuri made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Yeah, like you usually does. I guess that means it is up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It will make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. Aw. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? I agree, actually. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Ew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looked like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Oh no. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in books. Oh, look at that. Look at that eye expression, like staring here then there. Lovely. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered it, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it is fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading. Oh, reading. Is it rereading or she is stuttering? I don't know. A bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Uh-huh. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Uh-huh. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, That's not what I. Oh, you stop at the bookstore. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. Happen, eh? I see. There's something very obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. Why? The romance is very quick here. Oh my god. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear that. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What is it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. Ooh. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationship and her life starts to fall apart. Sorry, my throat. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yeah, like something that we are doing. You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Ha ha ha. Yeah, this seems like a nice story too. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Terrorose? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forget that Yuri is into those things. She is so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be naive one for letting their one-sided moral interfere with the villain's plan. I'm rambling, aren't I? Yeah, you are, but it's okay. Not again, I'm sorry. Don't apologize, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything, that is correct. Well, I guess it is alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I cannot forget to pay attention to other people. Oh, look at that. So, I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. That is, I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you are passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That is true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah, sure. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. That is, I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. Yep. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she is not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she is reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just curious. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Oh, it's okay. Sorry. There you go again. I mean, Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closed her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Well, Yuri can turn the page. Yes, see? Told you. Ooh, scene. Nice. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumbs and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she is in the corner of my vision. Are you ready, Kate? Sure. To turn the page. Oh, look at that. Lovely. Sorry. I think I get a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That is okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you have been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Ooh, lovely. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. Hey. Hey, Terrorose, what's up? This might be a silly thought, but what? The main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? Nah, I shouldn't use that voice. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second-guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she will do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they are kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Terrorose, that is probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That is so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. Really? You told yourself that you know how she acts, now you say that you don't. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Ah, oh no. What are you saying all of a sudden? Yep, interrupting. Look at that. Staring at us. Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poem with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhaled, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry we haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri released her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It will be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know. Good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up, make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Couldn't really find much inspiration since I have never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? Can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pulls out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica writes her in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Good question. Yeah, let's go with... Oh, but let's go with Monica. Should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed too eager to read my poem, I know, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi Terrorose. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestion for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. Me too. I will be very afraid to bring things up to her. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Terrorose. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. That is true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Terrorose. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. I think if I even write a poem like Cupcake and, you know, those kind of things, there's a lot of choice like Cupcake Kitty or something like that, she will probably say the same, like, oh, it's so deep. Well, even myself don't understand what I'm doing. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that you really like this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. I read it as letting them. See, leading. Why do I say it? Because of the deep. I read it as leading or them, theming, something like that. I got my brain. It can take years of practice, while I am assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learning by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That is okay. I love to see you try new things. To see you. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Haha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Sure. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. Now I can see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. Sorry, my throat. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Oh no, I'm shivering. This... You're talking about us, aren't you? There's a little crack in the game system and you can see out of it. You can see us like that. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten really popular nowadays. That is, a lot of film have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can really be powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? It's a secret, isn't it? Epiphany recently, yeah, sure. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Something like that. Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brains get too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. That's actually a good advice, a good tip for writing, really. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Yeah, that is true. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, I think it's been very long, so I have to end the play right here. So see you later in the next part of Doki Doki Literature Club. We haven't seen anything very strange, very horrifying, but we have already seen something strange. So see you later then. Bye bye.